It's a good help with penetrant. On. Josh here. Me here. We're gonna fucking pull the Aconodal out of the big fucking mud McMower. She's gonna fucking, after a little, I can't show you because Josh is sitting on the wheel, but the wheel bearings are all fucked. Let's show that. That's the inner race and fucking, can't see it. Put the fucking night vision on. As you can see, there's supposed to be a ball bearing in there, and it's fucked. So I've decided that I'm going to pull the entire thing out because all the wheel bearings and the kingpins have absolutely cooked the biscuit, and it's time for an update on the front end. Plus, we're going to drop the front axle down.
Did you mention the newest addition to the mower?
Oh, yeah, because I forgot to film that in Friday night's piss trip adventure. So, we put an oil pressure gauge, if you can't tell from last week's shonky episode of mismatched videos. We got a bit drunk and fitted a oil pressure sensor. So the old girl gets about 42 pound PSI of oil pressure. That's when it's running. Yeah, and everything bolted up really well. Alright then, well we're going to rip the fucking front end out of this and I'll get back to you. Now we've switched the big girl into night mode. As you can see, we're a little bit bucket in the bucket department. Yeah, good. So before, someone's helped themselves to the bearings. Now, those of you that know, this is actually an internal circlip, not an external circlip. So this style of circlip would be squeezed together and then put inside the area that it's supposed to clamp off, and then go into an internal groove. Yeah, as you can see also by the inside of it that it's not round, therefore that also makes it an internal circlip, not an external circlip. It's all fucked, isn't it, Josh?
Fucking oath.
Fucking oath it is. Here we go, we've got a little bit of movement there, not much, but it's pretty notchy and really unhealthy. The back one's not too bad because obviously it's not holding stuff because it doesn't have a cap on the end of it.
It looks like it hasn't even been replaced that long ago, that back one.
No, it looks pretty new. The problem is these caps hold water in, which makes the bearing rust a lot faster. But also, something else that's really interesting. Have a go at that. There is a hell of movement in those. Anyway, so we're actually going to drop this axle down about 70 mil is the plan to suit the diff. We're going to fuck these off here. These were for the original cutting deck and they just get caught up on stuff now, so we'll remove them, keep the bash plate. And yeah, I don't know how I'm going to go about steering joints. Might change these to rose joints and rebuild that so she's a little bit more tighter in the steering. Laddie. We might be able to bugger. Yeah, we might be able to remove this arm here and build a different one for it. Josh is sitting there playing the fucking xylophone on my grill.
Was annoying me. That bit was like tucked in behind that one. It was like that. So.
Oh, can't have that. That's also another thing that's got to be done too. But Josh is on the good old fucking snappy chat. Anyway, let's fucking whip this sucker to bits. What we're going to do is, oh there we go, look at that. Is where they've got a welded washer on the back of them for added length. So I think I might just check to see how worn out these are. Might get my mate of mine to build me a new set. Rebush the fucking front axle, tighten her up a bit more, drop her down, and Yeah, I was thinking about putting extended stubs on it, but it's going to lift the front up even further and still give me less and still not giving me as much articulation as I want. So we're just going to put the fucking axle down a whole shitload more. What we're going to do is we're going to pull the tie rod out first, and then we're going to pull the drag link out, and then drop the axle out of it. Brilliant. So these are supposed to be crimp nuts. They're supposed to be somewhat tight to undo, and they are done really fucking easily. So that's that side done. As you can see, that's absolutely cactus. Cactus fucked us. We'll go and remove the other side if you want. Using a 13mm and a 13mm at 14mm. This one's a little bit tighter to undo. One times tie rod removed, and as you can see, these are replaceable ball joints. So you'd have to buy, if one end was buggered, say this end, and this end was still fine, you'd have to replace the entire bar. But we're going to replace this with rose joints. I'm going to build an entirely new system, and yeah, so we can sit that to the side. Put the nut on the foot plate because she's not going anywhere anytime soon, gentlemen. Now we're going to want some fucking bigger shit for this. What size do you reckon that is, Josh? We'll have a bit of a swig, and I'm going to say that it is, give that a try, old banana, 17mm. 16 by the looks of that. Yep, 16. Fucking, who makes 16mm size shit? I don't even know if I've got a spanner to put. Is that one going to fit?
Look fucking close. You can like literally get a grinder and just like let it fit.
Hey, you want to do that? Welcome to the Log Cabin Chop Shop. Modifying spanners. I'm going to put that way. While Josh tries to figure out the right size spanner, I'm going to make one. Down a little bit. There we go. Give that a go. Does it fit?
Even closer.
Fuck. Alright, here we go again. Put her up in. Need a bit of lube, he reckons. Up a bit. There we go. Up a little bit more. Try and line her up with the camera. Right there. He's got it set up now. Oh, shit. Oh, I could put that right to the fucking camera lens. What? Does that make it any harder to hit it with? Got to drink it down. Oh, the camera's gone all blurry again.
I think we burned it.
we burnt the camera.
That's me, don't know what else to know out of it. That's me, don't know what else to
Oh, this one doesn't fit. It doesn't fit this one.
Get fucked.
Fuck. Josh, work your magic. What have we got here? Is it 15? No, we need 16, don't we? Oh, you wouldn't read about it. I actually own a 16mm fucking spanner socket because no one uses 16mm. This is getting replaced with fucking rose joints of bolts. Oh, that's not gonna fucking work, eh? Oh, I'm gonna need shifter. Something tells me it needs a regrind, old man.
Yeah, true.
Well, I think I might try and razz my shifters up. Josh just reminded me that a good thing to do before undoing nuts and bolts is to lubricate them first. Got just the thing right here. So what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of that. I'm going to shake it down a little bit and just squeeze a bit into there like that. Run a bit of that on there, in and around. This is pretty good. It's a good help with penetrant. And it smells real weird. You want to smell, Josh?
Yeah, I'm not going to smell it. It actually does smell absolutely far.
Excellent.